Okay, so a very quick recap here um, is that last session, the party moved down into the lower section of the mine. And this mine, of course, is the one that's just outside of the small little Thorpe-sized village of Yellowstream. This is or was a active gold mine. But it got abandoned because there was a monster, and then you guys were, summoned in. Basically, the Pathfinders had, been alerted about it, and were like, "Hey, there's a thing over here. This would be a handy, like, test for you guys to see whether or not you're like Pathfinder material." Um, there was some shenanigans on the way here, but either ways, you eventually got here. Big goose man who breathed fire. He was, scary for like 30 seconds. There were some kobolds, and then you guys came down and you found more kobolds. And these kobolds were sort of strangely allied with a lamia. This lamia is a like regular lamia, quote unquote, as regular as fucking weird cursed creatures like lamias get, anyways. Um, i.e., it's much smaller than Umber, and it didn't have like snake hair; it had like hair. But it apparently knew exactly who Umber was, and it recognized you guys, and was just like, "Oh, hey, you're like those." You guys, you're not miners. You're the people fucking Umber's got like a snake on for, and June was like neater. So the Lamia just stapled June to the fucking wall, and tried to rip June to pieces. Almost succeeded. Yeah, almost succeeded until eventually the Lamia separated right at its like snake hips, by a convenient scythe that was run through it. But either way, there was other kobolds here. There was some fighting going on, and those kobolds were summarily kind of captured. But one of them had run off to say something to the big guy, and then out of the tunnels came a big feathered dinosaur, just straight up a feathery T-Rex, just walked out of the caves.
Giant chicken.
Yeah, a giant chicken walked out of the dark caves, folded Tim in half like a Nokia, just in the wrong direction, and then proceeded to just be a whole ass problem. Except you guys noticed that it was one of those summoned creatures, and it had a little summoning rune thing floating over its head. So you guys started targeting the fuck out of that until it broke, and then it desummoned. Cool. There was one kobold who was still like in the area and like conscious. And after all of that, he made the like appropriate decision of like, I give, I surrender.
I'm good.
So this one conscious kobold, Callie had asked some questions. This happened via Discord over the week. So it has answered some of her questions, and I'm going to leave it up to Callie to like let you guys know what she learned from it.
Guys, I learned that he does protein powder to be swole.
My God.
Continuously.
He injects protein powder? Dang.
Yeah.
Metal.
Just straight up protein powder, and then it's like that scene from I forget the movie. Forget I said that. Anyways,
I love that movie.
Anyways, yeah. It's the one that has the ass scene in it. I forget what it's called. Requiem for a Dream. Requiem for a Dream. That's the name of the movie.
I'm looking that movie up. Got it. Thank you.
It's about drugs. It's about drugs. But anyway. Anywho, that guy did cough up some information, to Callie, and like I said, I'll leave that up to Callie to spread that to the rest of the party. Otherwise, over the course of about 10 minutes of when like Callie is getting this information, that is when emergency care is applied to Tim to get him back to the hit points that he is, and also to get his like legs folded back in the correct direction. Tim is, unfortunately, besides the hit point loss, is also currently suffering the clumsy 1 condition until he can otherwise get that permanently healed. But that is a thing that is a thing that he cannot do down here. So my question is, and I already asked Tim because Tim obviously got like mollywopped at the end of last session. There was how many hit points Tim had left. You told me, Danger, that Tim's got like what, 20 something?
Tim is sitting at a solid 23.
23 hit points. Okay, so he's got 23 hit points. What is June sitting at? Because June also got kind of stable. Oh, okay. All right. So,
dang, June has 100 hit points. Oh, under half.
Same 85.
Okay.
I'm at 78. I thought I was the. Dang.
I've got 23 out of max of 25.
Well, Seamus, your hit points are obviously not, the most important resource for you. How many spell slots do you have left, Mr. Spellcaster?
I have no spell slots until we rest again.
Okay, so the Magus is out of spell slots. He's got hit points.
Oh wait, no,
laughably as that is.
We leveled up, so that means I have 2 more uses for my 4th level, so I have 2 more spells that I can use.
Okay, so you have 2 available spell slots. Gotcha. Okay, so you've got 2 available spell slots. You've got your hit points, and of course you still got your big ass fucking scythe that you did slice a lammy in half with. So, that's not nothing. Although that does bring up a good question: has anybody not otherwise leveled up their character? Yeah, because 7 is kind of a little bit of a. When I first logged in, what I was doing on Callie's sheet, adding in the like +2 bonus that she gets with weapons that she's an expert. Yeah, it's like feats and shit. Yeah, and it's that part not important. I kind of want to know what everyone is sitting at hit points wise and spell slots.
20 for me. I heard I got caught in an explosion.
Yeah, you did.
Callie's got 71. Mr. Tremors got 22.
Okay.
Dr. Tremors hasn't lost any, so he's at 30.
Okay. Obviously, the reason that I'm asking this is because there's more shit in this place. Okay. Yeah. Now, now here's the thing, though, is that like this next section, kind of depending on how role-playing goes, will depend on whether or not combat happens. This was already, I want to say this is already the plan. I didn't actually change anything because of the fact that this is a short session or anything like that. I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time that there is a thing that is potentially violent around the corner, and it's not small. So
should I just start like killing everybody then?
I mean, yeah, I would say that would be a good idea.
We're like barely.
So long as you can make a medicine check, DC 20, you can go around and do a administration to like everybody one at a time. It just takes 10 minutes per person. I would say June is probably the next immediate person you should do that to, or yourself.
I would say if anyone else is trained in medicine, they can help.
I'm asking
as well.
I'm asking the kobold questions. I'm currently doing that for the next
Yeah,
10 minutes.
So
Alright.
all right. So
I was gonna ask,
then
can I when I'm doing when I'm asking these
You
questions?
said the
to
DC
kobold,
was 20?
DC 20. Yeah.
Yeah,
when I'm asking the kobold these questions, can I say I did like
that's an
quick
exact
repair?
20.
Can I say I?
That you did what?
Can I say that I did quick repair on Mr. Jervis 3 times? Like for 3.
Yes.
I'm like talking.
Yeah, I would
like,
I would say that you could like ask questions to this kobold and also like do repair.
I'll do that. So that's what, like 6d6.
Yeah,
right?
that would be 66. Okay, so
3 times.
while you handle that, Laria, that DC 20 medicine skill, do you want to apply that to yourself or do you want to apply that to somebody else?
Who's got the lowest so far?
Tim.
Tim is still at the bottom of the barrel. So if you want to keep giving it to him, you can keep doing that.
I'll start off with Tim.
I was gonna say Tim's trained in medicine, so he could probably start like taking care of himself.
Am I able to give them a bonus?
Yes.
For anyone who's trained in it?
Yeah, because you are a expert or a master in medicine at this point.
Master.
Then yeah, you can definitely just give somebody.
So I get a +1.
No, actually, you would get a +4.
Damn. Let's go. I'm gonna roll medicine for myself.
All right then.
That's a
Nice.
34.
All right. Well, then that means you crit. Let me see here. Let me tell you what that does.
He crits his medicine.
Tim just got
crit.
Tim was done with it. He's like, I'm not doing this. I'm
Okay. That means okay. So Tim, you're just trained though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that means that you do 4d8.
Ooh.
Damn.
So get back that. Well, that
There you
20.
go.
However, now we Laria, that 20. Who do you want to aim that at though? Since Tim is auto repairing himself? Do you want to aim that 20 that you got at yourself and get back hit points, or do you want to aim it at like June? Because June's right there and also wounded.
If June's next, then I'll aim it at June.
All right. Then let's see here. Let's see. You are a master. So
Master.
I had the
Master of puppets.
idea.
All right. So that means that. Oh Jesus Christ. June gets back. Okay, you're a fucking master at this point. Okay, so that means you do that much. Okay. All right. So that means let's roll over here for June. I could click on the right fucking tab. Too many tabs.
Too many times.
All right. June, you get back. $22.
Nice. Hey.
Torque is going to become trained in medications. She's just watching all of this go on. Like, there, squeeze that.
What am I just teaching everybody?
Yeah. You're just showing everybody.
He already recorded it.
Yeah. You guys are just like, like Larry is just like, bandaging up like June and just like talking as you're like doing it, whatnot. And Torque's asking the occasional question. And Torque finally like, like she's on her knees, like sitting on her heels next to June while you're like bandaging June up. And she looks at Laria and she's like, okay, so I understand all of it up to this point, but when do you kiss the boo-boo? Like when is it? What is that part of the process?
That comes at the very end.
Like if you want to add that to your procedure to do it, you can kiss her boo-boo, but I'm not.
Oh, that's like a stylistic choice? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking put her dad back together again.
He does have kind of
Yeah, he has a tendency to fall apart.
does have a tendency to sort of fall apart. Speaking of which,
why do my ears feel like they're ringing?
by the way, Seamus, so you're basically standing there, wiping off the lamia blood and bits off of your like scythe, while Callie is like doing some repairs on Mr. Servos while she's got like her little fish foot on this kobold's like chest, and she's like asking him questions.
And draconian.
Since you're otherwise not particularly busy doing anything, I would like Seamus to make a perception check. Okay. You hear, like while you're cleaning everything off, and like Callie's like tinkering away and asking this, kobold shit. You hear distant voices speaking in Draconic, coming from down here. You hear two voices, distinct enough to tell that there are in fact two voices. Both of them sound male, but one of them sounds larger than the other one. Like one of them's got that kind of like high pitched, kobold kind of like squeak to it, whereas the other one is at bassy. Yeah, like a deeper.
I motion to Callie and I speak to her in Rasu, saying like, "Hey, we got company," and then like I point in the direction of the voices. Can you make out what they're saying?
Can I do a perception check now that he's pointed it out to me?
Yeah, sure. Okay then. So you get quiet, like grab the kobold's like muzzle and like hold it closed so you can like listen. And down the tunnel, it's a little guard. Do distinctly pick up two voices. You hear the more higher pitched kobold, esque voice saying in Draconic, that there were 7 of them and a robot. And then giving like vague sort of like descriptions of who you were, and then he says, and Stevia appeared to know who they were. And then the slightly deeper throated voice in Draconic says back, "I've heard of these guys. They're dangerous. Let's finish up here."
Does Torque need any healing?
Torque is not at full, but Torque is also not like bad off. She's only like 8 points shy of full, so she's otherwise capable of going.
Well, I'll just heal myself then.
I think Callie back in Rasu would say, I think this is.
I have to make another medicine check.
Yeah, go for it.
Callie says back in Rasu to Seamus is like, I think this is the big guy they're talking about.
35. Holy shit!
Oh my god!
Jeez.
That is a crit, which means let me roll for this. Okay, so after showing everybody else how it's done, Larry is just like check this, bitches.
Oh my god!
49.
That's on the low end too.
Yeah, that's on the low end.
That actually might put me back to full health. Maybe.
Yeah, Kelly then would tell Seamus, he's like, "Can you? I think they're gonna like probably come in and fight us. Can you like take this jacked kobold and chain him up to the others? Like,
I'll just deal with this."
We'll probably have to get ready for a fight, because this is their boss.
You distantly hear the Half-Life iron bar clang noise.
That puts me at the nice number.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
And then in Rasu would say back to Seamus as well that we don't have anybody else to worry about. The kobold said that the only people left in the mine are that other kobold and the boss guy. So these are the last two people we need to fight. I would say watch out for him though, because he said, and I quote, the master appears as a lizard folk, or sometimes like a subterranean lizard folk, like big, fucking, very large kobold guy. But he said that he chooses to appear that way, so we might be dealing with like a shapeshifter or something, or somebody who can change their appearance.
I see.
All right. Well, I'm going to move the last kobold, owner of all of the status effects, over here onto the conveyor belt with
Like
them
his
all.
pistols are like lined up. It's like, all right, nobody make a move. No funny business.
Don't
he's,
you
he's
make
just
a
over
move.
here. He's just over here. I'm otherwise everybody over here together. All right.
Tim doesn't fix his clumsy condition, so he watches every other step. His left foot's ankle, like the ball joint that is his ankle, just slips out, and so full on his foot and leg disconnect a couple of times as he's walking, and it makes just a sound every time it happens. And so it's just
it's a loud grinding crunch that is very unhealthy sounding.
You know what, Fuzzy, for a funny haha, can I see if I can just like kind of take like the bottom part of my scythe and just like lightly tap Tim's ankle, see if I can fix it, just for shenanigans' sake?
Are you trained in crafting?
Yes.
Okay, make a craft check. All right. you bang on the ankle. It pops back into a joint for a moment. You're like, hey, and Tim's like, hey, and then it immediately like springs
Takes
out
a
again like a
step.
fucking loaded thing, and just like shoots out of his fucking leg.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Kylie like glares at her dad. It's like, I'm gonna have to fix that later now.
Okay. So the party does not need to make any checks to distantly again down the tunnels. Hear another like banging noise, which sounds like wood, like clattering against wood, and then a crumbling noise, like a lot of like debris coming down and rumbling across the floor.
I was gonna
As well as a very like quiet like fuck, ow, fuck, my tail, ow.
Callie's gonna probably before because she's probably gonna run up here, because she's the one who heard was the one who asked all the kobold all the questions. She's gonna say, yeah guys, that's the master. We only have him and that other kobold to fight. I'd watch out for him. See ya. And then she
Tim, as everybody is walking over, holds up the key. It's like, I found this key on the table. I don't know what it's to, but if y'all find anything that's locked, let me know.
All right. So Callie is taking the defensive position on the raised gangplanks. Okay.
yeah.
I should
go
point
up
out this
there
thing is
with
still
her.
here. This thing is also still here. Is anybody going to issue to the robot, the captured robot?
I'll tell the captured robot to go. I'll order it to probably go with Jamal and keep the kobolds in checks and make sure none of them escape.
All right.
Go to the lift.
Go to the lift and make sure none of the kobolds escape.
All right, it goes to the lift.
You know what?
Okay.
I think I'll join Callie on top because if it's a big guy, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does seem like a good idea. Let's all just take cover up here.
Real quick,
You would just take the cover.
just before we all move back up there, can Tim come over here and just salvage anything from this?
Oh yeah.
Something
I
he
mean,
could slap on himself to
I mean,
fix it?
nothing that's going to do anything like mechanical.
Not right
But,
now,
like,
but
yeah,
like-
but like you can grab some bits and pieces, sure.
I'd also say that Callie kind of like tugs on Seamus's cloak again and says, in Rasu, I didn't mention this to the rest of the party, but the Kobold did mention why they were here, what their goal here was. I might bring it up later, but I don't think right now is a good time. It seems that
Let's wait for the dust to settle and then we can spill the beans. Does that sound good to you?
yes.
Obviously
yes,
said
yes.
back in Rasu.
Okay. Well, everybody up here on the raised platform area, you can see down this, bit of the tunnels and whatnot. And from around the corner, you guys see a kobold. Another one of those kobolds who, relatively heavily armored and armed. He's been hitting the gym definitely. But with him is
intravenous protein powder.
with him is a what looks like a lizard folk. He is like tall and spindly, and he is wearing like a dark, like charcoal gray, sort of like colored robe, sort of thing. He has a staff in one hand, and then in his other arm, he's got like his arm is like wrapped around, so it's like tucked up against his side. He has a box or crate or something that is roughly the size of a briefcase. But the kobold is definitely like the kobold's got shield and like sword out and all that sort of stuff, and is doing the guard escort thing. But they step out, and when they get up to this point here where they've just sort of gotten out of the shadows and whatnot, you guys are over there, they're over there, they see you, they can see the remains of the lamia and other stuff all splattered all over here in this central area. And the lizard folk, the Aruxi, he lifts up the staff in a acknowledging sort of way, not aggressive sort of way, but just an acknowledging hey, see you over there kind of thing. And when he brings it back down, he taps the end of it on the floor, and the top tip glows a little bit, just adds a little bit of light down the hallway to where he and the kobold. And he calls out in common, and he says, "Hi. Wasn't expecting to see you guys."
He says that in common?
Yes, he says that in common.
That's very polite for someone who's ordered his men to attack anyone on sight.
I have to apologize for that. I didn't actually order them to attack anyone on sight. Well, they were just really defending me when you get down to it. My associate here, and he just kind of indicates the kobold. Just at the short guy. He's like, my companion here has informed me that you didn't actually kill any of the other kobolds. You simply took them captured. Is that correct?
Tim looks to Callie.
Captured, I would say under new management.
We sort of killed a couple, though.
Well, I mean,
I wouldn't mention that. I wouldn't say that. I'd say no, we did not.
She says, she whispers that obviously in a language he can't understand.
Yes, we did capture them.
Do you mind if I have those back? They're sort of important. They're on rental.
Rental.
See?
Rental.
Rental.
Oh yeah, that's from who?
Well, from, the rest of their clan.
Hmm.
Their clan and I do business with each other. Generally, they offer up services, like this. And part of the deal is that I try to, make sure that they come back healthy and fed, and also, with like surplus for the rest of their clan and whatnot.
Callie kind of looks at the rest of the group and is like, I think he's bullshitting us. I feel
Yeah,
like
can I do an insight check
I was gonna say
or a perception check?
You definitely may do a perception check.
Are you
I'll go
serious?
out.
I have plus 15. I rolled a 2. And I don't have any hero points. Damn.
You get one
Yep,
perception.
you
Oh,
do
yeah.
get one. That would be another thing to point out.
You get one
You weren't
perception.
Otherwise,
I'll remember that.
you weren't
I'm not
otherwise
going
at
to
the
use it on
top.
this.
Unfortunately, though, I'll go ahead and tell you this guy's DC is pretty high.
Yeah, figure.
Damn it.
So
Well,
we believe him.
well, we won't know
Yeah.
for certain, but we
Well,
still.
yeah, you don't know for certain, but he
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be obvious.
He's not
Okay,
definitely
I think
lying.
Okay, I think this would be the best. Okay, Callie, then. I'm trying to think. What would be a.
If we find out where their clan is, we
trying-
could just hire all of them to come work there.
Callie.
Then they get food, home.
Callie taps Tim on the shoulder. That's a later plan.
That's a secret plan for later that'll help us.
And Callie then also tells, whispering to the rest of the party, from what the kobold told me, I think this guy's lying to us. He said, the kobold himself said anyway, because now I think it would be a good time since he's fucking trying to like deceive us to some degree. The kobold said the master is here for something that was buried here that's much more ancient than the mine itself. Something that the mine was like something that was buried before the mine was even here. And I don't think he would just simply, because he might be trying to be cordial with us, but I don't think he wants to give up the mine. Is what I'm trying to say. Like he won't leave, and whatever it is, it's super important because he's obviously willing to kill people over it. And then she also mentions that the kobold was specifically ordered to look out for our group and Umber specifically.
So,
those two groups.
Oh my god. So these are probably lizard folk, or connected at least to the lizard folk group.
No, because if you remember, the lizard folk were connected to Umber. They were working for Umber.
That's right.
This is a different group working for somebody who's against Umber. Maybe the green fucking scaled dragon
That's
that
true.
was mentioned before.
Mm-hmm.
Or some other militant group that hates her.
Yeah, there definitely are groups that are not
Or
not
Umber.
Yeah, not specifically, but that's just the main one. We don't know any of the other.
That's one we know right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't know anybody specific. However, that does bring also worth pointing out is that the kobolds down here are all green scale. These guys are literally green like iguanas. So they are like a dark mottled green sort of color. This Iruxi dude, he is green, but really he's more like a gray. Like he's more gray than he's green, but he's like a sort of very pale green. And he his facial structure and everything, he looks honestly closer to the feathered dinosaur that you guys unsummoned like 20 minutes ago. He looks closer to that than he does to the kobold. He also has like on his face, clearly, which you guys can see, is also amongst the like gray green main coloring of him. He does have a pattern of like red brown spots that kind of like go back from the eye and over the back of his head, kind of like thing going on, which does seem to be natural coloring, not like makeup or anything. It's just part of his like scalp patterning. But yeah, he's gray green colored with some red brown like speckling going on. But yeah, so
I think Callie would also say to the rest of the party that I think another reason why he might not let us leave is I think he clearly doesn't want people to know what he's doing here, and the kobold did kind of oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. The kobold did kind of spill the beans on like what they were doing here,
I was
looking for
gonna say,
something ancient, and so like I think if it does come down to it, the whole ploy of like human sacrifice might have been just to scare people away so they could do something else here. So the fact that we know what it is they're doing here, I don't think he'll let us live or leave here alive to any
I was gonna
sort
say, should we let him know that we know he was told to watch out for our group specifically, just to see if we can get his master from him?
Maybe, but then he might also get super defensive about it. We could try it.
Oh,
what does the rest of the party think about this information that was disclosed to me from the kobold in its mouth?
Probably one way to find out, honestly.
Tim kind of nods because, Tim agrees. I don't think we're gonna get out of here at all because without killing,
I think we have to kill him because ain't no way, bro. We know what he did. He's gonna follow us no matter what. He doesn't want information to get out clearly.
I was gonna say we could.
I think the thing is though is like I know metagame. I think the way like what I'm conceiving is that I think the only way that he'll let us leave is if we give up the kobolds and then we leave ourselves. But then that would mean that we forfeit everything in the mind to him, especially whatever that. Because like I said, the kobolds said whatever it is they're looking for is ancient, and it was here before the mind was buried.
That's true.
Purposely. You usually don't bury something purposely unless it's dangerous.
I was wondering if we could ask, like, what could we just truly be cordial? Because he's speaking to us. He's being honestly more diplomatic than a lot of people we've interacted with. So I was wondering.
Forget about the fact that his guys attacked us immediately upon, because we did try to like come in cordially and then they attacked us.
Yeah, Tim ate that boomerang.
And I mean, like, maybe he's just playing cordial with us right now because he knows we kicked his ass and all of his fucking like trump cards are gone.
He is way down on like minion count.
Yeah.
Maybe that I legitimately think that might be the thing is like why I'm like trying to like point out like why negotiate with him when he has none of the fucking bargaining power is what I'm saying.
None that you're aware of. Yeah.
None that we're currently aware of, yeah.
Which to bring up that point, since the party is like having this whispered, having this whispered conversation, and obviously are dickering back and forth these various points and like what are we gonna do, blah 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 blah. Like that's not hard for him to put together. He speaks up, to again to sort of like address the party, and he says that, or he asks, what would you want in return for the prisoners? I am open to an exchange.
What if I want the prisoners?
Well, that would be problematic. Like I said, rental, I'm supposed to bring them back.
Would y'all be opposed to Tim saying for you to leave? The mine specifically?
I mean, you can.
We could try, attempt it.
Eh.
Oh wait, and
Uh,
and give up anything that you might have found here as well.
For you to vacate the mine and leave what was here before here.
That's acceptable, with one small caveat.
Mm.
Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Boom.
Well, no, it's not roll for initiative. What he does is he actually he shifts a little bit and he holds up the like briefcase size case that he's got. Like he holds it up, presenting it like sort of like thing.
Mhm.
And as best as you can tell, it is, like I said, it's roughly the size and width of a briefcase or an attache case or a tool case or whatever. It appears to be made out of wood. It is also very legitimately extremely high craftsmanship kind of thing. This is no crate. This is like a polished
Bag. It's like a briefcase.
Yeah, this is a bag that orders on art piece kind of like thing. But he holds it up and he says, "The contents of this case, technically speaking, were here before I got here. I would like to leave with the contents and the kobolds. Everything else, though, yours for the taking."
What would you be opposed to us inspecting it?
Seeing the object.
I could do a diplomacy check if I need to.
I would let one of you take a look at it.
Only one of us.
Tim can take a beating.
Only one of us to see it.
It's
already been beaten.
then
I guess I'll go and see what it is.
Now he might ask you to not be in the robot.
Of course.
Yeah, he says that he would be okay for Callie, like for him and Callie to like meet here, like in the open where everybody can see and everyone's within like range of each other. Just Callie, like she can bring her pet with her, but like the robot stays in the back, and he'll tell his kobold guy to like hang back here in the back, so it's just him and Callie, right here in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, because Callie does have like the most information on that kind of stuff.
I was about to say, I was like, that's why it's like if it comes down to roles and information.
Okay, so the kobold's going to stay there, and he comes over here to meet with Callie. All right. So
ready to action. Just know, ready to action. If it busts down.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready. I'm gonna just say. Can I say that like? Hold on. What do I want to ready the action?
Callie might not be able to read. Well, I don't know. Callie can.
I'm gonna. What do I have? Okay, I'm gonna whisper to Dr. Tremor's ear that if it gets fucking violent, to throw a thunderstone in the guy's face.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna also have my gun at the ready in case I need to draw it and shoot that dude.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I need to roll to figure out what it is he has in the briefcase.
Okay. So he comes over, and as Callie is coming up, he very clearly, like in view of everybody, goes ahead and like preps the cantrip shield on himself.
Feel that? Hey, get it? I get it.
And then when Callie comes up, he opens the briefcase and turns it so that she can see inside of the briefcase. And first thing is I'm going to need Callie to make a let's see here. The appropriate check for this would be You know what? Well, you know what? I'll just make a craft check. Just make a crafting check. Okay.
Is that good enough?
20. Well, 20 is good enough to tell you generally what you're.
Because I was
So
thinking of, I might fish for like something higher because that's a 2. I rolled a fucking 2 for that. Yeah, I wanna reroll. I wanna reroll that. I wanna reroll for something higher. There we go.
okay, there we go. That's much better. Okay, so for a brief moment, Callie, as you're like looking into this box, you're like, "The fuck am I looking at here?" And then it slowly starts to like come together. That what you are looking at is a bunch of archaeological remains. These are pieces which have been obviously covered in like dirt and soil and rock and whatnot for a very long time. So like there's a lot of corrosion, a lot of like pit, like these things are in sorry shape for probably originally, but they are also very clearly metallic. They are also very clearly some sort of like tools of some sort, and we're not talking like caveman tools. They've got bits and pieces. There are clearly gears in some of these things. Like this is engineering and mechanic stuff that Callie would be familiar with in Mr. Servos. So like modern top of the line stuff, but what he is showing you is that level of mechanics, but really, really, really ancient.
Whoa.
And while that is interesting in and of itself, the thing that truly gathers Callie's attention is that the bottom of the box, or the bottom of this like case, essentially, has a single gemstone is the closest thing that I could get to like what you're looking at here, but it is basically like a really flat, perfectly square of emerald, and it's square, it's emerald. It is probably like the thickness of like say like a piece of silverware. So thin, but not like razor thin or anything. So it's super thin, and then it has engraved lines and runes on it, which have been filled in with gold.
Huh.
Whatever it is, it's getting more and more suspicious. Is it in a
But
language I understand? Or no, it's runes. Sorry.
Yeah. It is in runes. And then the next thing, which is very very noticeable, are actual rune stones that have engraved runes on them. These are not engraved runes that Callie knows. So they are something different, something new. But that's what he's got. He's got archaeological mechanical bits. He's got archaeological gadgets, and then he's got some gemstone that is perfectly flat, perfectly smooth, even all the way through, that then has carved in gold-filled grooves in it that have runic language on there. And then he has actual magical rune stones. Specifically, he has 3 of them. But he shows that to Callie, and he says to Callie in a very like even sort of like tone in common. He says that I would like to leave with this and the kobolds and everything else back there, all yours.
It seems very. I mean, I'm just like trying to think about it. Why go through all the trouble for something like that? It's got to be so much more essential or important than that. You know what I mean? Because if it was simply just bones and runes, why bring a fucking army over it?
The lengths that people will go to defend family heirlooms or something connected to their ancestors monsters.
But he could have just like, I don't know, walked in and got it. Like,
Not with
paid
all the other
somebody, be
miners
like,
here.
I mean, he could have still walked in, paid somebody, be like, "Hey, I'm looking for something in this mine." No, I'm
No,
still,
no, Callie is still down
still
there.
here.
He's mulling. She's
Uh,
This
mulling it over.
this out of character. This is like a
Yeah.
meta talk here. I don't know, man. This
I don't.
suspicious
I mean,
as fuck. A giant gemstone with gold runes in it, and a bunch of rune stones I've never seen before.
we can track people. I mean, I think
mean,
whatever
are we
he's
sure?
gonna do is gonna leave us worse for wear if we leave. If not outright kill some of us. I would say. I mean, maybe this is just the weeping heart, but I'd say let him go. And we can find him later. It's not. It's. We know some people that might have scrying.
What if we find him and we find out that what he had discovered was an ancient weapon, and then we're worse off?
Yeah.
What if we're worse off? Because honestly, I have no clue what to do here. What's Torque doing?
Something that Callie can't see.
Yeah.
Can Tim try? Oh no, he's not actively looking, and it beats his passive perception. I mean,
everyone who's up there though can quite clearly see like Torque like come around the table, so she can get like so she can kind of like peek a little bit closer, of like what's going on down there. But yeah,
he's been decently cordial, and while he did lead, while he was summoning attacks, it seemed to be just like big displays because that goose, while it did kick the crap out of us.
I'm gonna ask the guy in common. May I ask its purpose? These items.
Good.
He says that the runes, indicating the rune stones, specifically the magical rune stone, he indicates that the rune stones are payment for the kobold's services. He is they are that is to go to their tribe. So that's what that is for. He indicates that the like the gem and the archaeological pieces, he says that those are for a personal project that he has been working on for many decades.
A personal for many? Okay, that's suspicious then. A personal.
I'll go ahead and tell you, he's not lying. He's just being extraordinarily vague about it.
Which I mean,
extraordinarily vague.
To his purpose, we are a bunch of mercenaries that just pulled up and kicked the crap out of people. So I would get why he's vague, but
I get why he's vague with.
He then also says very quietly, so that only Callie hears this. But he then says very quietly, if it will sweeten the pot, there is this. And then like the hand that he's supporting the briefcase with,
he just for a second.
You see him change up his grip, holding the top of the box stronger. So what he does is he tilts the lower hand so that Callie can see like into the palm of his like lower hand that's otherwise been supporting the box this whole time. And in his palm there is one of those glowing summoning runes there that is attached to a summon that you don't know which one it is, because it's not the one that's the dinosaur or the goose man, but he's got basically what he's showing Callie is he has a summon in his pocket that has not been activated yet, but he won't activate it if you let him walk out.
You know, can I do detect magic since he is within 30 feet to see if those things
Sure. Sure, you can.
No, he's out of it for me.
All right, let's see here. I got
This is like the most tense one because it feels very like
Something's
back and forth.
very off.
Something's off. I feel like something's not quite right about what he's telling me. Something smells
fishy.
Okay.
And it's I was gonna say it's
Yeah.
not the corpse that's decomposing right beside him.
Can
That's true.
Okay, so
I don't know
Shane.
why you guys sent me to
right.
negotiate with this terrorist.
Seamus, you are detecting magic. You detect from this guy. Like, this guy is just radiating magic the way that you radiate magic.
He's just a magic person.
He just like me for real, for real.
He just like you for real. But also specifically, his robe that he is wearing is magical. The box that he is, presenting these items to Callie with is magical. There is another source of magic coming from the box, the hand that would be holding it, so you know that there's something there. And there is inside of the box, there are 3 unique signatures coming from the 3 unique rune stones. The other stuff, however, inert.
It's inert, but the magic box.
So
So the rune stones he's going to give to the kobolds are magic, but the items themselves aren't. Huh.
Yeah. So the rune stones, which have runes, basically the same way that your weapons.
Yeah.
Or
it's
gain the
basically
flaming thing. Yeah, it's exactly the same thing. He has 3 of them, which he indicated to be payment. Then he's got these other items, which, according to the detect magic and Torque's subtle read aura, aren't magical. But the runestones are magical. The box is magical. The clothing he's wearing is magical, and he's got something in his hand that only Callie can see that is also magical.
So, he's that almost leads out of game. Obviously, that almost leads me to believe more that these are just like very important family heirlooms because he's put all this effort into literally non-magic items, or excuse me, non-specifically magic items. These items don't have an aura of magic to them.
It could be inert because they.
That's
I was
true.
about to say they could literally.
That's what
I mean, it could be like Mr. Servos. Mr. Servos doesn't give off a lick of magic, but it could be literally just like that kind of like machinery.
You put them into a machine, and the machine comes to life and does murder.
There are specific parts.
It feels like I don't know. For some reason that gemstone, I keep going back. It feels like some kind of power source or something. Because like I said earlier, it's like you don't bury something unless it's super fucking dangerous. Like you bury something,
or it's forgotten about in an old civilization, which even still, that's
why would it be here?
Here under a mountain.
And how, how they not? Well, that's what I'm like. That's what I'm.
And
so,
how
like,
did he
caught
know?
up on. Yeah, that's what I'm so fucking caught up on. Is like, why did they bury it? If it's a family, you keep going on. It's like maybe it's just a family heirloom. Well, bro, you don't usually bury family heirlooms. Typically.
I mean, typically, however,
unless they're lost.
while all of these questions are very interesting,
can I do
and definitely would have.
Check? Can I do a perception check to see if there's anything off about him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, god damn it. Nothing.
Callie is very sure that if he doesn't get his way, he's going to trigger the summoning stone that's going to call in whatever other thing he's got cooked up.
Yeah, this third ace in the hole.
He ain't lying about that part.
I know he ain't lying.
Yeah, he's trying to be subtle about it to not be super scary, but he's very much in the whole I am totally willing to summon this thing in right on top of us if I don't get my way, which is you just let me out with all of my dudes.
Which is very suspicious if you ask me, that he's so very fucking keen on getting the hell out of here with that thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll have Seamus comment on his little cape cloak thing, saying hey, that's actually a pretty nice cave. Where'd you get it from? You know, just asking nonchalantly, like he was eyeballing it, like, oh, that's actually really cool looking. Where'd you get it from, or where's it from?
He does not take his eyes off of Callie, but he answers but he answers though, you know,
I don't.
to Seamus, where he's like, "Oh, I picked it up at fuck, hold on, I gotta open up some notes real quick."
Fuzzy has to pop open the notebook. That's where it went.
But yeah, he does actually give you a location name.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Callie kind of like smirks a little.
He got it. Oh, for crying out fucking loud.
Follow him out.
God, it's in here somewhere. It's in here somewhere. I'll just tell you. He gives you a name. I'll let you know. But he gives you a name. It's the name of a. He gives you a name, which doesn't mean anything because it's just a name. But then he like clarifies that it's the name of a shop in a city that you have heard of but haven't been to.
I was gonna say this isn't the Red Cliffs.
So you said it was a summoning. You said it was a summoning stone in which hand exactly?
So basically, he's holding the briefcase open. The hand that is supporting it, which is his like right hand, has he's palmed essentially the summoning stone in his palm, and essentially since he's holding it, since he's wielding, it's literally a thought to trigger it, and then the summoning happens.
I was gonna say, could we request to be like?
So he effectively has a grenade.
I was about to say, DM, I have a really bad idea.
Like, hey, we'll let you go if we can have that summoning thing, and then while he's walking away, just bust it down on the back of his head. But I don't know if that's how that works. I don't know if the summon only works.
Does it summon through his like if I were to remove it from him, like the summoning stone, would he be able to still activate it, or would he need?
No, he has to be touching it to the point that I can at least argue that he's wielding it.
Oh DM, I got a really bad idea.
Bad ideas can always be hilarious.
I have an idea, but I'm not sure if everyone.
If you fold Tim like a flip phone again,
I feel like it would be very in Callie to do it though.
Well,
I feel like it would be very. But I feel like what happens is Callie just kind of like, you know, after hearing all this, starts like cackling. But he starts like really low, like a little laugh, and then it starts cackling, fills the entire fucking like cavern with it.
Seamus levels of cackling.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kobold in the background, but otherwise standing politely. You see his like grip shift on his like sword and his shield, and like he gets into that like, oh shit, like things are about to happen.
And then she's like, well, if that's all, well, why don't we shake on it? And then you know, she walks up to him, and instead of like shaking his hand, she fucking runs and grabs the summoning stick. Yeah, grabs the summoning stick.
No.
Okay,
this is some 10 level decision making.
Did she actually pull it off though?
Can I pull it off, please?
Okay.
Let's see if I pull it off.
Okay. All right. So, first of all, you're gonna broadcast your bad idea by cackling loudly, and then like go to shake, which she hasn't even done anything about like let's shake hands on it or anything.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. She like reaches out her hand.
Let's shake on it.
Let's shake on this deal. Yeah, let's shake on this deal, and then you know like that's when she does it.
Okay, then
so like suddenly meant to be like a sudden surprise move.
Let's shake on.
All right, well, Callie, I'm going to need you to first and foremost make a deception check versus this guy's perception DC.
Oh, that's not high enough, bro.
No, it's not. It is. It's definitely not.
I think her cackling just gave it away.
You know, all right. You know what?
It wasn't meant to be an evil cackle. It was meant to be more like a, that's kind of funny what you just said there, kind of like chuckle. It wasn't meant to be evil in any way.
You know what? You know what?
Ah,
I'm gonna give Callie my hero point so she can re-roll it.
Okay, thank you.
I was gonna say Callie also has a hero point herself.
There we go.
Oh, that's better.
That's probably not good enough. Still, maybe
Mm.
might be good enough.
Unfortunately, no, still not
Oh
good
my
enough.
god!
Hey,
28,
he's got
bro.
high perception.
This
That's
guy's
like
got
2 away from a
this guy's
crit,
got
bro.
high perception.
Oh.
So anywho, like Callie's just like shake on it, and he's like,
What?
no. So he slams the case closed, and Callie sees him like tap the summoning stone with like his like fingers, and there is
And
a
feels his legs
flash. There's a flash of light that runs through the summoning stone as it activates,
Damn it.
and then he quite loudly, he then quite loudly in Draconic says, "Get to the captives. We're leaving." So this guy is going to just immediately take 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
Well, if he's
45,
gonna do
50,
that, before he gets there,
55, 60. He can get right there
damn.
in just using all of his actions, just haul ass.
Lord.
So he hauls ass,
Sprint.
and as soon as he gets over there, he runs over to where these guys are at, and this guy casts the spell. Boop. All right. So he casts spell, which also triggers his contingency spell. So the
We couldn't let him
contingency
walk.
also
I tried,
cast.
guys.
Yeah.
All right.
You know
So
I can applaud you for it.
I can feel my kneecaps breaking again.
Just stay back there then. God damn it. This is why I'm up here.
Okay. So
It's more worrying.
It's my ass on the line this time, bro. At least I.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't want.
Okay. So he casts spell, which means that
will that trigger all my actions as well, like pulling out the gun and then fucking Dr. Schumer's throwing the fucking thing at him.
I mean, technically, yes, that does trigger your set actions for that. These guys quite literally wink out of existence.
They just disappear?
Yep, they just straight up vanish.
The fuck?
Must have some type of teleportation spell.
Or they're invisible.
It's not invisibility. They're gone.
Oh, they're just gone. Ah,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Is it
They're
like a
just
touch?
gone.
Is it like a touch spell?
What it is a like it's like a gate spell thing where you teleport a group. He just didn't. It's just he can't. He's not close enough to go with them. So, but he casts it on the kobolds. So the kobolds.
Oh well,
vanish.
he still left one behind. There's still that guy tied upstairs. He's gone. He left him.
So yeah, so that guy is still there, but like those guys gone. And then his contingency, which is set off of that there are no other none of his other kobold guardians are anywhere near him. The contingency goes off, which cast a defensive spell on him. But go ahead, go for it, Callie. Wham!
There we
Okay.
go.
Boom! Thunderstone. Fort save. Okay. All right. Well, Callie and Dr. Tremors take a point of splash damage.
Yeah, unfortunately, but still.
Okay. So first of all, he takes damage, and then he has to make that DC 17 fort save. Okay. Grab the dice. DC 17 fort save. Okay. He is not deafened. Okay, so that's Callie. What was Dr. Trimmer's doing?
That was Dr. Tremors.
Oh, that was Dr.
Dr. Tremors doing Thunderstone.
he threw the
What is
gun.
Callie
He's
doing?
got the gun.
Shooting him with the guns.
All right. Shoot.
Get him.
And it's an elemental bullet. That probably doesn't hit.
No, that is going to go wide.
Damn.
Okay. So then, we will need to roll initiative. Let me pull out the initiative tracker.
Tim is going to do his thing, so he has like he loses an AC because he's clumsy, so he's back up to 26
Damn.
with his.
That's low. I'm fucking dead.
Dang, my initiative. Whoa, that's a big number. I didn't expect that.
on using my bonus scammer dedication.
That's a big dummy.
You know what?
That wasn't even a crit.
Yeah, buddy, I beat it.
Hell yeah.
30.
30.
Mm.
All right. So
So many 30s this time around.
Okay, let's add. Yeah, what people were like ready to
Well, it was ready to rock.
I mean, as soon as they sent Callie, they were probably like, "We know how this
Like
is
we
gonna
gotta
go."
get ready.
Right, so we gotta, okay, so we got a 30 for sweat.
As soon as they heard the chuckle, they were like, "Oh shit, she's decided for the whole party again."
For some strange reason, it gave Tim's initiative to like Brick.
Why? I would clicked on Tim. Dang it.
I don't know why it did that either. Let's just add on here. So Tim's got a 33 because initiatives are starting to get like biggie numbers.
Biggie numbers.
Let's see here. Dr. Tremors goes on your initiative. So which initiative does Callie have? The 22
she
or
has
the...
the 13.
Okay.
I rolled a 13. I don't know why he has a 22.
Yeah, that's a little weird. Okay, so then let me now add on this guy here. Add turn. Okay, and your initiative modifier is that. Oh boy.
Which is wild that clumsy gives me like a -1 to dexterity, but it doesn't reduce my speed.
Okay.
And also,
I'm faster than him. Oh, goody.
great.
All right. Tim, you are at the top of the initiative. Shit is actively hitting the fan.
Great.
As things are going. The kobolds have just all vanished. Jamal is like startled because he was like holding on to them as requested. So he just is kind of like, the fuck? Lay bark?
Lay bark?
Lay roof.
So yeah, he don't know what the fuck's going on. But the other lizard folk guy over here, he just got thunderstoned in the face.
Yeah. Quick question: Tim is still wounded, right? He has a wounded condition.
Yes, you still have the wounded condition, all that stuff.
And the clumsy condition. Okay. Can I do I have tracking. Can I do a survival check to see if I can figure out where they went?
Unfortunately, no. That's not going to be a thing that
magically
you're tracking to do.
dissipated. Yeah, that's right. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I got portaled somewhere else, so yeah, probably.
I mean, I'm assuming we just fighting this guy. I'm guessing we're just fighting this guy. It's a little too late to back out now. All right, cool. All right.
A little too late to back out, but yeah.
Well, Tim's
I mean,
gonna.
You kill him, but the summon shouldn't matter, though.
We just have to kill him before his turn comes around. Tim is going to. I mean, he had his gun out, so. Kerclack.
Kerclack. Well, that definitely hits.
All right.
All right, Kerclack indeed.
I guess I'll do it again.
Okay, give me a Technic 2. That one is going to hit.
Oh, it did hit?
We did not hit. We're looking for a AC 25.
Darn.
Ah, damn.
Well, fuck.
And then I guess I will. Him's kind of broken, so let me take cover. I'll hop down there. Just so I'm not in direct line of sight from him.
Okay.
So that's my turn.
Alrighty. Then Laria.
Alright.
You've been mostly just hearing this conversation going on. You're like tucked back a little bit on the
Yeah.
on the thing. But you can easily walk forward, sling, spell, gun, whichever.
All
I gotta walk forward, and I am going to ask Seamus, can you help me pull Callie up here? Since she's like the last, like the initiative.
Have use your telepathy or your telekinesis to pick Callie up and rig us up.
Make me float.
Yeah, make her float.
Is Callie willing to float?
I guess so. Yeah.
All right. Then you're going to cast Levitate on Callie.
Yeah.
All right.
Seamus, you got a rope on you, right?
I mean, that was the idea, but if you're gonna levitate her and bring her over.
Yeah, you levitate.
Well, when she's levitated, she can't move. She could just float upwards.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have to throw her a rope to like yank her over.
Yeah, do you got a rope?
Yeah, I got my grapple.
Okay.
Alright, I will
All right,
cast
then.
Levitate
Okay.
on Callie, and I'm guessing Dr. Chivers is holding on to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Tremors is riding. Let's see here. So when you cast that, you move Callie up 10 feet. So
Okay.
I'm gonna put the wings on Callie.
From Azarketti to flying fish. Absolutely adorable.
Flying fish indeedy. Okay, so move,
And then you
cast a
just-
spell.
And I'll just save that action and have Seamus like try to get her.
All right. Well, Seamus, your turn. Callie is floating evenly with you on top. She's floating even with the raised structure you guys are on.
I'm gonna toss my combat grapple at her.
Okay.
So do I roll like an attack or something like that, or?
What is Callie's athletics DC?
Oh, 20.
Okay. Versus Callie's athletics DC, make a grapnel. Okay. No damage, obviously. But the grapnel comes flying over there. And pulling it back is part of the thing. So you can do that and then reel her in the 20 feet all
Wow.
in like one go.
Oh yeah.
Fly fishing.
Come here, darling.
Get over here.
I got a big
Alright,
one.
you-
Fish on.
All right, so you yank the fish girl, who is still technically like floating an inch off of the raised structure here.
She
You
flew.
yank her back. That is simply an action for you to do that.
All right. And for my next action is
Like Callie getting real back. She's like, sorry guys, I thought he would really fall for the handshake.
Honestly,
the most
all
important
things
thing,
considered-
tried.
Yeah, honestly, all things considered, we didn't have anything better planned.
Yeah.
So I can do 30-foot cone.
And French fry. Man.
Yeah. 30-foot cone or 10-foot. You know what? Wall of fire around him.
Okay.
Whoa,
Oh, damn.
let's go.
All right. You raise a blazing wall of fire that burns creatures that pass through it. You create either a 5-foot thick wall of flame in a straight line, or up to 60 meter and 10 feet high, or 5 feet thick, 10-foot radius ring. The wall stands vertically in either. The wall can be of a shorter length or height. Everything on each side of the fire is concealed from creatures on the opposite side. Any creature that crosses the wall or is occupying the wall's area at the start of its turn takes 46 fire damage. So where specifically did you place the fire? Yeah, just freehand draw it.
Around this vicinity.
All right, so you're ringing him in the fire.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you ring him in the fire. Let's see here. We want to do.
At least we'll know where he is. I mean...
Okay. All right. So actually, it goes out to like here. You'll have to click on the circle. You may have to highlight it. You may have to click and drag to highlight the circle.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so it's gonna it goes out around that.
There's if you go to the place where you can make the circle and you hit linger, it'll stay there.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I spent like a day and a half figuring out everything this app could do, and I love it.
But either way, it goes out around.
There we go. That's as good as I can get it.
Yeah, that's close enough. Close enough. All right. So that means he's now concealed by the fire. You guys are also concealed from him by the fire. You hear a very, holy shit!
Fire?
Come out of that guy. Holy shit!
Disappear.
That's more than I thought that you could do.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm full of surprises. Don't worry about that.
Abracadabra!
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra, motherfucker. Okay.
Abracadabra.
Let's see here. Abracadabra, your brain's
By
going.
item level. He's on level 1.
Okay, so he's used that spell, so he can't do that. Let's see here. All right, so let's see here. He's going to trigger off that one. Or no, I'm sorry, not that one. He's going to do that one. Okay.
No, don't let him do any of them.
That one.
Okay, let's see here. It's
I like that.
All right, it's a 20-foot burst that has 120-foot range. Let's see here. All right, so he's going to cover quite a large area here in mist here inside of the thing. Let's see here. So yeah, you're like fire, and then he's like, fuck, boom, billowing cloud. All right, so let's see here. I need. No, because we've already. Okay, everybody. Yeah, everybody. I need everybody, everybody to make a basic fortitude save. All right, the DC for this is a DC 33.
Fuck.
What?
None of us.
Even if I got a perfect, I wouldn't have gotten that.
Oh god.
Oh my goodness, what is my... Hold on, real quick.
I would have had to get a perfect.
I would have needed I would have needed a 20. Yeah, same.
Yeah,
That's as close as I could get without hurting.
Okay. Let me-
Or
Yeah, with a 20, I would have gotten a 32.
Jesus.
Yeah.
fuck,
yeah,
dude.
and yeah, even Torque also can't.
Yeah, no.
Torque cannot.
Damn,
we
we're all
might be in some
Okay.
trouble.
All right. So
We may be in a pickle here.
if you made well, thankfully this is a basic save, so there is nothing special if you crit fail. It's a binary pass or fail.
Good.
So, anyways, he hits you with this one, and this is not going to be great.
Shit.
Let's see. Okay, so if you did not pass a 33, which is
33.
Which is
nobody's
everybody.
fault.
Everybody. Funny. Very funny,
Okay.
Fuzzy.
Yeah, very funny. Very funny of me. Very cool, haha. All right. Hold on.
This is
Okay.
why he was like, we need to talk this out. But we did as best we could.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can't let him have that
but-
stuff, though. He's gonna make a...
Pretty damn
Okay.
I'm dead.
It's gonna make a,
Okay.
It's gonna make a thing, yeah.
Okay. My okay. 28 points of damage.
I'm dead.
Huh.
Oh, shit.
However, this is modified, so it's not lethal, it's non-lethal damage. So it's 28 non-lethal damage.
So how does that work?
Well, that would mean that you're out cold.
Oh, so just knocked out.
Yeah. So if you go down to 0 and you've got non-lethal damage on you, then instead of dying,
Wait a minute,
you just pass
I
out.
just realized something. Wouldn't this technically not even work on Callie because she's wearing a fucking suit and she's breathing in water? She's using her water breathing? Or would it still technically
specifically, I had to look. No, this is contact. This is if you just touch it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was just making sure. 'Cause I was
I was
like,
gonna
this
say
is-
the same thing. Tim has an exhaust pipe. It wouldn't...
Yeah,
if it's a lung
that was-
thing, he doesn't have lungs.
Yeah, that's exactly actually what I was thinking of. Like, oh shit, we've had this whole thing about like does Tim breathe or not? And like I had to go look up, and it specifies this is contact, not breathing.
So
Okay.
you would use the unconscious status, right?
Yes, so you get the unconscious status.
Tim is down to 13. His ankle hurts.
Yeah,
Ankle hurts.
Torque's
Royal
down to
arthritis.
15. She's feeling real woozy. Now this
Seamus
affects.
is asleep.
This does affect the only creature that, technically speaking, doesn't get hit with this is Dr. Tremors, because Dr. Tremors gets the benefit of being a familiar and is currently touching, so therefore
does
he
this
can't
work
be
on-
targeted.
Does this also would this work on Mr. Servos or no?
Yes, it does work on Mr.
Oh,
Servos.
then I would need a roll of 4 for him as well.
Yes,
Even
you
though I
will
know
need
it's
you'll
not
need a
possible. I
yeah,
know
even if
say-
it's not
not even
possible.
Just
Yeah.
might as well.
If you crit, who knows?
If you crit, he still ain't making that. Like,
How the hell does the non-lethal work on him though? How the hell that work?
Shuts him
well,
down.
yeah, it just means that he goes into show. Yeah.
Turns on his Windows sleep mode. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, and again, this is only because Mr. Servos is a special sort of construct.
Yeah.
Like regular clockwork, they are specifically immune to it. However, since Mr. Servos is a special kind of construct, he doesn't get that one little benefit.
He's a mutant. He's
But
a
anyways,
mutant.
there's a just explosion of billowing smoke that just like erupts out of the fire area, hits the roof of the cavern, spreads all over the dam, and everyone starts gagging and choking and feeling woozy.
Seamus is out.
Seamus.
But that's
Slow.
it. That's all that he can do. June, what are you at?
That's
It is like smoke, in that it's kind of burny. It's very dry. Uh,
Ow.
and it's very like dusty, dry kind of like thing. It does cause basically the entire map area that is revealed here to have a slight haze in it, which gives everybody the concealed condition.
We're double concealed.
Yeah, you guys are doubly concealed from.
And he's doubly concealed from us.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But you get the benefits of being concealed for that. So, where are you stealthing to? Okay. Okay. Well, you can see the fire quite clearly, and inside of the fire, since you've got height angle, you can definitely still see him. He's still holding he's dropped his staff. He's still holding the box, but he's got his other hand with his, robe like up over his like muzzle and whatnot, as he's also like struggling to breathe.
Oh, wait a minute. So is this affecting him as well?
Yeah, he's in the area.
Oh,
It affects everything in the area.
shit! This guy's knocking himself out too. Fucking shit, man. That's it.
You tell me what you want to be the trigger for an action, and let me know what that action is. Okay. All right. So you're just getting ready to like, should he make a run for it and like try to get away from where the rest of the party is, you're gonna like keep him from getting up there. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. I gotcha. All right. Yeah, so it's an action to set. So if he moves, it then triggers you to actually make the check. Not intentionally.
Stupid.
Dumbass.
However, June, I need you to make a perception check.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Something is stirring in the water over.
Man.
Oh, Kraken.
Well, whatever it is, hopefully it stays there.
Yep.
Whatever
Ruggy.
it is, hopefully whatever it is, it
Ruh-roh
stays
indeed.
there.
Okay.
Raggy. Riss is rad.
Torque. Let's see here. What? Torque, what can you do in this situation here? Okay, so... Alright. So Torque doesn't have any second level slots left. for her spellcast, and she does have a 3rd level slot. What's the range on this one? 30 feet. Okay. And let's see. All right. So, Torque. She is going to also just hop over this table and like scamper. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 gets her over here to the planks. So she's scampers over here, and then she's like, June, think quick, and then like throws a marble over to June, and no, you don't have to. You don't have to, because when it to you, it breaks and apart in like little sparklies and like washes over June, and June gets a special effect on her. I am going to give June the here the empowered symbol. There we go. June gets the empowered symbol because Torque has cast haste on June. All right, so when it is June's turn, June gets an extra action, which she can use to either stride or strike. All right, and there goes Torque's 3rd level slot. Okay.
No.
Bink, bink. Okay. All right. There is that. So Torque move, Torque cast. Okay. Dr. Trimmer's cough. Callie.
I was gonna delay my turn to after 10.
Okay. So that's going to give you a 2. All right. And since you are otherwise at the bottom, we just flip on over here. All right. Timbo.
Okay. This is a cave? I mean, I'm assuming this is like a cavern, right?
Yes.
Just
so that you're aware, the ceiling is roughly 10 feet above this platform. So from where you're at, like 20 feet straight up.
Okay. Is there any like stalagmites above this guy?
No, those have been cleared out for the safety.
Dang it.
Imagine, safety.
Yeah, I figured. Darn.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Damn OSHA regulation.
Screw them, thinking about the safety of their workers. How
Damn it.
dare they? Obviously, if Callie was in charge, that wouldn't be the case.
Yeah. We need more people. And this is like active TNT, correct?
Yes. Those are actual literal explosive devices.
Nope, wrong one.
What if I just shot one with my gun?
Nah, that's too close to people.
Yeah.
I was about to say, what the fuck are you
Is
blowing
there-
us out?
Yeah, no. There isn't. Obviously, it's on that table, but is there any in this area where I can reach in movement?
No. Unfortunately not.
I was gonna say, because that's a bundle of TNT, and I could just chuck it through the fire at him, and then it
Yeah, you
would do
could.
some explode.
You could totally do that.
Okay, well,
It would take you 2
In two
actions to
moves.
get over there, and then 1 action.
could just throw it.
Yeah, like you could go over there, just grab it and hurl it in his direction.
All right, I'm gonna move over there and just robot arm full attempt to yuck it at this man through the fire.
All right. Give me an unarmed fist attack. Well, like I said, he's got an AC of 25, so he gets clonked right in the chest with a lit bundle of dynamite. The dynamite, so that you're aware, Tim, has a 12-second fuse on it.
Oh my
So
God.
it goes off on your turn, like at the end of your turn next round. it explodes.
So he's gonna. What if you
I was gonna say, can we keep him? Yeah, I was gonna say, if Callie shot it, would that shorten the?
Yeah,
yeah.
I would say that if he throws it in there, it's lit, it's otherwise primed and ready to go. If Callie wants to use her action, which comes up immediately after this, then yeah, it goes off now.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's yeah, I wanna
Just shoot the dynamite, right?
yeah, shoot that
All right, shoot that dynamite. I really should be doing something here, but I'm not going to because. Oh, that's gonna hit. All right, so
Let's go.
it fucking goes off. So let's do a public roll here. Now
Yes.
the dynamite explosion is a 10-foot explosion, so it's in this like right here in front of him.
Within the fire.
Yeah, like it's within the fire. So like, but like it catches him. It doesn't catch party. You don't have to worry about that. So kaboom. All right. So we don't need to worry about any of that. We'll just roll for damage.
And this is a
So-
bundle, so it's not just one stick. That's like.
Oh no. Oh no. This is a big one.
Oh god.
Let's go.
Oh gosh, alright.
Blow it
Good.
up. Blow it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Boom. Okay. Now there's a reflex save and space save to cut in half. Okie dokie. Kablam! He just yells out in extreme pain.
Yes.
Ah!
Take that.
Was that only one bundle of TNT?
I can only
there are
get there and
total-
throw one.
well, yeah, but there's a total of 2. So
Oh,
one
yeah.
of them is gone. But the other one, which is the same size, so another is sitting right there. But that does take one action from Callie to shoot the lit dynamite.
Callie does have a ton of actions.
You're telling me to throw the other dynamite at him?
Oh, if you want to. If you had a different plan, go ahead.
Mr.
I
Servo,
mean-
get that dynamite.
Mr. Service.
Mr. Service.
Yeah, I'll go
Get
for
the
the
dynamite.
dynamite. I wanna-
It's magic. I don't think it can.
Or it's
Oh, wait, that
Dr.
might be a D&D
Summers.
rule.
Well, if we blow up the box, he can't use whatever's inside it, so it's a win-win, I guess. Because I mean, it's technically no use to us. If it was destroyed, it'd be no use to him.
That's true. But still, I don't know if it's the same as in Pathfinder as it is in D&D, but I do know it's like magic items can only be destroyed by
Can I? Okay, so I'm gonna
magical
do-
means.
Yeah.
It's similar.
I gotcha.
Alright, so I'm gonna have Mr. Servo's move here with his reaction, and then I'm gonna get. Can I give him an action to throw TNT at the last bundle of TNT to Callie?
Yeah. Give me a Robo Fist.
A Robo Fist?
Do it.
Alright.
Yeah, just a Robo Chunk.
Robo Fist. Oh, damn.
Robo Chunk.
That's yes.
That's a great.
Just, like this guy gets hit in the chest with like dynamite. Looks down, is like, oh shit. Then it gets shot, blows up, and then before the smoke can even clear, he gets
Another one
bombed with
hits him in the chest.
Alright. We gotta blow that TNT up too. I'm gonna have Dr. Tremors reload my gun with an elemental blow.
Okay.
And then I'm
Dr. Tremors,
shoot it.
load
okay,
it.
Would this be like attack 2 or
Attack 2.
attack? Damn.
Okay. That is not going to hit the dynamite or him. But the dynamite's still there and it is still lit, so it will go off at the end of Callie's turn.
Set the dynamite on, goddammit.
Okay,
Alright.
that's Mrs. Servos rolled over there. Mrs. Servos was given an extra action. Callie shot the dynamite the first time. Dr. Tremors reloaded, and then Callie used her second attack to try to shoot that. That should be all of Callie's actions.
Yes.
Okay. So then, Lyria.
Laria's gonna take out her musket and try to shoot the dynamite.
Let's go.
All right. Out comes musket. 1 action. Pull trigger. Action number 2.
Mhm.
Boom.
A bang.
Let's roll damage again.
You're just turning this dude into powder.
Damn, you should have. I feel like you should have mentioned the TNT earlier, because then this could have gone a little bit better if we just started with the blowing him up in the instead of pulling this out as a last minute thing.
It did get mentioned at the end of like.
I was gonna say, I was
admittedly,
next to. I was like, "There's a TNT."
Admittedly,
table.
I should have
And then at
remembered
the
it, but it skipped my mind too.
At the same time, though, you were also like folded in half, so like
That's true.
You commenting about TNT is probably gonna be the last thing on our minds.
All right. Fucking blam. Okay.
And
So
also whatever this key unlocks.
1 action, boom, or 1 action, draw. 2 action, boom. What is Laria's 3rd action?
Well, since Laria held her action, does that mean she has 2 more left?
No, that it resets. If,
Okay.
if your triggering
well,
action doesn't otherwise happen before
Okay.
your next turn, then it resets. Yeah.
All right. Well, what Laria is gonna do is grab Seamus and like just put him like drag him back here.
Okay. You're gonna drag Seamus's
Yeah, where like
Conscious
Tim and
body
Mr. Servos
back here.
is.
I forgot he was
That's all her
unconscious.
action.
Oh shit, I forgot he was unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let,
he's
me put the little,
unconscious.
unconscious icon on there.
Should've.
Yep.
Yeah, he's unconscious though.
Well, he gets to make a check to see whether or not he wakes up.
Should've
Okay,
just
so
laughed.
you drag him back over there. So then that means Seamus, I'm gonna need you to make a we used to call these stabilization checks, and in D&D they're like death saves. This is effectively the same thing. Just roll a fort save for me. Fortitude save. I believe that's high enough. Let me check. Yeah, yeah. You're good. Okay, so that means you wake up. So you are at effectively 1 hit point, but you're awake, which means you're dangerous.
Huh? Where am I? What happened?
Wake up, Dad! We're in a fist fight. I have too much to drink. Please.
Wake up, Dad.
You-
He shot me with funny
He
gas.
just wakes up and see Laria, Tim, Mr. Servo.
You guys are all just like hunkered in the bag.
What's going
Hunkered
on?
in the bag. There's loads of smoke. There's bits and pieces of the ceiling crumbling and falling. So
Wait a minute. Is there any form of stalagmite above him?
Oh my,
No.
we just
Damn
covered
it!
this. We just covered this. We
Unfortunately,
literally
no.
asked this question like fucking 20 minutes ago.
I mean, good thing, but no.
I mean, at this point, the ceiling would be collapsing. Man.
I mean, the ceiling is definitely all like cracked from those like 2 explosions that it just took, but it's still structurally sound.
So it was just a turn to wake up, right?
Yes, it's just an action for you to wake up.
Anything that I can hit him with.
Is Callie still levitating by the way for gas?
Yes, unless Laria ended it, Callie is still levitating one off of the ground
I mean,
and can't
honestly,
move.
Callie would be like, no, like this is.
You know what? I'm
Oh,
gonna
she's
hit
like
him.
1 inch off the ground. That's right.
I'm gonna throw.
I feel
I was gonna say, do you want me to hand you my healing potion?
When it comes to begin, you know what? I would, but that'll eat up a turn. I want to try and get as much damage to get off. So I'm gonna
Alright.
hit him with slashing gust twice.
Okay.
So slashing gust 1.
Boom.
Oh, dude.
Uh-huh.
Slashing gust 2.
Okay.
Let's go.
Well, that first one very much hits. The second one, unfortunately, is going to miss. But that first one definitely hits.
Sonic
All
boom.
right. So, Sonic Boom!
Sonic
all right.
boom.
So, he takes takes that damage. All right. There's more. There's more loud cursing coming from the fire.
Okay, well, at least we know he's in there.
Yeah, he is still very much in there. However, that's all of Seamus's. So now we come around to him. All right. So he completes his, this completes at the end of his turn. So I don't need to worry about that just this very second. Let's see here. He is going to. Let's see here. He's used that ability. He used that ability.
Not like he's going anywhere either unless he wants to take a 46.
Ooh, he's got this one. Let's see.
No,
Okay.
please.
Okay. All right. That only triggers person. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. All right. So, he vanishes.
Huh.
What?
There is the. You guys hear the sound that you've heard several times before, that like boom of a portal being opened, and you guys hear the very in like a mix of like draconic and common of like, fuck you guys. I was,
You guys, I'm going home.
I would say that like Callie and Torque and June, because of your sight angles, you guys can see in the brief moment where he just like leaps for his life like through this portal. You see the a snowy exterior that looks very much like the top of the mine, that he just shwink jumps through this portal, as he dimension doors to the surface.
We gotta get him.
Yeah.
He's running away. We gotta go catch him. He's
Right
running
there,
away.
man.
At the end of his turn, however, a new threat emerges.
A new challenger has joined the battle.
So the thing that he summoned finally actually pops up.
Ugh.
As out of the water rises slimy tentacles and tendrils,
Just like my Japanese anime.
and start slapping down on the surface to like haul itself up and out of the drink. So
Back, demon.
this thing is now here, and I'm going to add it to the
I am here.
turn order, the same initiative that guy had. But it is, yes,
Dragon
8
Ball.
o'clock. So,
Hmm.
boom. This is the point where we will have to, unfortunately. I'm sorry that this ended up being a. Like I said, work called me up and was like, "Hey, we got to get, fill in for the morning shift." Like, just real quick, the horse fuckery that is going on here is that, like, normally I work the afternoon shift, but the person who does the had to call out for some reason. I don't know the details there. And because I normally work the afternoon shift, they didn't contact me immediately. They contacted another driver to be like, "Hey, can you fill in?" And they were like, "Unfortunately, I can't fill in for the morning shift, but I can do the evening shift." And then they're like, "Okay, well, we'll just, So they call me up and they're like, "Hey, can you do the morning shift? And then we'll have the other guy do your shift in the evening, so that we can cover for the other guy who's not here today." And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess."
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, tomorrow instead, I gotta be there at friggin' 4:30 in the morning.
The Tom fuckery.
Unfortunately. All right. So, anyways, otherwise though, this was a good game, and things are like the tension is ratcheting So
Mhm.
I'm real otherwise pleased.
I'm very glad I chose Wall of Fire.
Yeah.
Oh, Wall of Fire was an excellent thing to. He had a couple of like things that he was going to do, but the big thing though is that the Wall of Fire kept him from getting out of the area of his own spell.
Dummy.
He got fucking
Dummy.
choked. But yeah, okay. So here we are. Pause. We'll pick this back up next week.
Deal with whatever this goopy thing is.
Yeah,
It's okay, I got
and
another Wall of Fire that I can use.
I don't think I have anything left, honestly.
Tim's got some alchemist fire craft. So
well, the other
Tim's
thing
got
is though
some
is that this.
alchemist fire craft, so
Well,
For
the
you.
other thing is though is that this you can crack
do with
that.
it what you will. Yeah.
Or just fucking leave and wait till the sun. So anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Y'all have a pleasant evening. I'm gonna go get some rest.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Fuzzy.
So yeah.
All right.
Night.
Nice.
Have a good
Night.
night. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.